Didn't I warn y'all, or did not tell y'all, I should say, that Jay-Z will be the next to go down? Now, if you are a black man in America, you already know this, especially if you try to rise above where they think you should be at in this country. Now, let me say this before anybody who's new to my channel, new to this channel, they I'm not a fan of Jay-Z. I think that Jay-Z and a lot of these rappers for the last 30 years have participated in showing the worst stereotypes of black people. Now I know you got people out here gonna be fans of Jay-Z, they're gonna defend Jay-Z, whatever, but let's just keep it real. Y'all have normalized certain images of the black community and tried to justify it. Y'all have made money off of it. This dude have made millions of dollars off of it. But I'm gonna say this, and you guys are gonna get mad at me probably. I hope that he is guilty. And I'm gonna tell you why. Jay has thrown a lot of brothers under the bus over the years. He threw R. Kelly on the bus back in the day, back when that stuff first started coming out about R. Kelly. Even before we knew anything, he quickly threw R. Kelly under the bus. We know what he did to what was it, Nas and Dame Dash and all these different people over the years. You know what I mean? Was it Nas? I might be mistaken on Nas, but don't quote me because it blurs now. But he didn't backstab a lot of black men. And then the most recent thing he did was Colin Kaepernick, when Colin took a knee protesting for our people. And remember years back when Mike Brown and stuff with Black Lives Matter stuff was starting hands up no shoot, and he was out there talking about his no, I'm thinking about the Occupy, the Democrat thing. Occupy, what's that? Occupy, what do they call it? When he was talking about he had to sell his product or something to that effect. This dude, for well over what 20 something years, has been cooning and buffooning. And the only reason why he got protection is because he sits around a bunch of white dudes tap dancing and kissing ass and cutting his own brother's throat. I can't respect that. He's not consistent. Remember, he stood next to Justin Timberlake when Kanye West came to defended this man and his wife. And when he called out Justin Timberlake, he threw Justin Timberlake. Him and Timberlake was talking shit about about Kanye. Remember that? But that thing with Colin Kaepernick, that got to me. But then he also, him and his wife made comments about Bill Cosby. They was laughing, making jokes. But he may have a nerve to make that song about O.J. Simpson, just piling on. So I have no respect for black men like this. See, a lot of y'all think, oh, yo, Jay-Z, yeah, yeah, because he's an entertainer. But the only reason why Jay-Z has been allowed to survive when other brothers haven't, or been able to get in place of other brothers, he wanted to cut other people's throats. Now, I told y'all, I said at some point, they're going to get tired of his Joe Camel looking ass. They're going to get tired of him. They tired of his wife, but she still got a fan base, and Jay still got a fan base. Now, the person that's accusing him of raping him when she was 13, all the way back 2000, first of all, let me say this. Where are these parents at? Where are these fucking parents at? When I was 13 years old, I had my ass in a house. My mom and daddy knew exactly where I was at. When I came home to school, every now and then, your parents would, if these parents had any common sense, they would go look. Let me open your book bag. Let me check to see what kind of book you got you brought home. What's in your book bag? Where's that from? You notice all these accusers are using underage, but it also proves something. If it is true, it also proves the fact that these little girls, once they start developing, they get just as horny as boys do, and a lot of them act out their fantasy. So let's stop pretending. That should be a conversation that people need to be had. Now, I'm not defending if this true, a grown ass man messing around with a 13 because Jay-Z was Jay. People need to understand this dude is what 50 something years old. Hold on. I mean, I think what Jay-Z was 52, 53 years old. Hold on. Let me make sure. How old is Jay-Z? 55 years old. He's 55. Dude is almost 60 years old. So this dude was well into his so out there making jokes about R. Kelly and stuff. What are you doing? You and Diddy got kids allegedly around y'all. Now, a part of me would say, "Now I don't believe it." But let me remind y'all something. When people get power, people think shit don't apply to them. I'm going to use that same logic that everybody used for Cosby and because remember, Jay-Z and Beyonce was on stage making jokes about Cosby. Remember that? But I told y'all, I said they're gonna come after his ass. I said he ain't safe. Matter of fact, the other day when I did my live stream, I like they're gonna come after his ass. Y'all gotta understand how this country works. Look what we just did as a country. Whether you voted for him or not, we put a dude back in office who is a criminal, who is a rapist, who is a liar, who is a racist. So don't tell me what rich people don't do. They don't think shit apply to them. Now, is that for all rich people? No. Now, Jake can be very well be innocent, but I'm not gonna give him the benefit of doubt because Jay sat back for years saying and doing a lot of dirty shit. And because had people make him type beats or y'all like some of his lyrics, y'all gave him a pass. But I told y'all he's coming after his ass. I warned y'all. I said, yo, they gonna come after him. Because I told y'all that we about Denzel Washington. They tried, didn't work. I mean, think about it. If you're going after Michael Jackson and still going after Michael Jackson, the man been dead, what, 15 years, 16 years? Then you go after Bill Cosby. Then you go after other black male celebrities, dead or alive. I told y'all what was going on. But get this, the media, I'm going to tell you something. When this broke over the internet, I noticed that the news really didn't mention it. This morning on The View, they didn't even mention it. We talked about everything else. They didn't say nothing about Jay-Z. My local news, as we speak, is on. They talked about everything else. They talked about the guy that killed the brother on the subway, got acquitted. And Jay-Z, they buried in the middle of the newscast. That means Jay-Z still got powerful friends in media. But we're going to see if it's other people will come from start saying, yo, Jay did this, Jay did that. But let me say this again. All these dudes, because I don't know how everybody forget, all these dudes back in the day, they was at the club party, had a bunch of groupies around them, and I guarantee you some of them were teenagers. Now, whether he did it or not, that remains to be seen because I'm doing the math. 2000, the girl was 13. Come on, 2010, she was 23, right? 2020, she's 33. And you didn't say nothing all these years? See, I question that when people wait a long time to come across the woodwork and say, oh, by the somebody did this to me. No, I've been screaming bloody murder if somebody did something to me when that happened. I've been yelling like, hey, man, this happened to me. Now, whether people believe it then, I'm still going to stick to my story because I know I want people to say, hey, man, pay attention. And this will also tell you that Diddy must have crossed somebody or he must not be able to, he can't generate the money Jay generated. Because the moment Diddy was accused, all kinds of hell broke loose with Diddy. And I guarantee you, it's going to be more celebrities that's going to come out. And I'm going to tell you, all these brothers and sisters that sat back and partied, went out here and sold their soul to the devil, is going to come back and bite them. But I told y'all he's going to come after Jay-Z. Why do you think Jay was quiet? Everybody saying, why is Jay-Z so quiet? Because they know what was going on in the clubs. I'm telling y'all. Everybody making R. Kelly jokes. Everybody threw R. Kelly under the bus. They thought, well, if we throw him under the bus, we'd be all good. Let me say this again. When y'all was out there making jokes about Bill Cosby and Michael Jackson, talking about Chris Brown. Remember Jay threw Chris Brown when he did to Chris Brown? Karma probably finally came and called his ass. Now, if he's innocent, then hey man, it sucks to be you. But there been certain people chomping at the bit that don't like him. But my thing is the media, how they's like, we're gonna step back because Jay-Z, I'm telling y'all, Jay-Z got people that he got money tied up with. And a lot of Caucasians, whether they be on the left or the right, they want to be in the Jay-Z business. That's why they ain't slammed him as hard. That's why when Jay-Z said something about his wife not being recognized, the media talked about it for a couple of days and said nothing else about it. When Kanye West criticized nonstop, but like I say if Jay-Z is innocent, then so be it. But I'm hoping that the dude is guilty. And I know y'all saying, why you hope the dude is guilty? Because this dude did a lot of shady shit to a lot of people over the years. It just ain't Diddy. See, Diddy a sex freak. Diddy he like, excuse my language, he like to fuck everything that moves. See, let me tell you something. When you got people saying, I do this for you, male or female, and Diddy partake in it. But if you think Jay-Z and all these other cats, these women in them ain't on these coming to these different cities on these tours, these celebrities, come on, Hollywood is a bunch of freaks. Whether you're acting, telling jokes, singing or dancing, or rapping, you're a bunch of freaks. But I've told y'all, I said, Jay-Z, they're going to get him. Karma going to come and get his ass. And it's the worst thing. And I'm going to tell you something. Once you get accused, whether you did it or not, you are now vulnerable. Because I'm going to tell you, Gloria already going to be somewhere fishing around. They're going to get some more women going to come forth. They're going to say, yes, I was at a club. Jay-Z said this to me. Look what happened to Cuba Gooding Jr. We got it on video. The dude didn't do shit. But look at him. Look at Jonathan Majors. He was running away. And what did they do? Found him guilty. And what did Disney do? Kicked him to the curb. But Jay-Z, he has a history of doing brothers wrong. And Jay-Z and them made money off the filth that they pushed to our people the last 20-something, 30-something years. This dude has nothing to do with the black community. This dude bought into his own. I remember that the Jay-Z of yesterday versus the Jay. Now people say, well, he's mature. He's 55 years old. He's almost 60 years old. So, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. I get it. But these people made money off selling filth to our people. And you got at least a 25 years worth of that hardcore filth that been embedded in some of our people's minds. And he was rewarded for it. But the news media, I'm telling y'all, pay attention. I've been telling y'all this is going to happen. Pay attention how this story is covered versus Diddy. This should be making major news. Jay-Z Diddy ain't been relevant in years. But everybody was all Diddy. Jay-Z, he's still out here. And the media sort of like, they ain't seeing too much of it. Why? Because I'm telling you, because Jay-Z said, I guarantee if Jay-Z go down, it's going to be a lot of other people go down. Ask yourself why didn't the guy from Abercrombie and Finch, he get to get bail, and they got evidence on his ass. But why is Diddy? Because I'm telling you, a lot of people was at them parties with Diddy. A lot. And they're afraid that Diddy gonna get in front of the camera and give an interview, and he gonna Now Jay can do the same thing if more people come forth. And like I said, I know I just said that I hope he's guilty because I just can't stand the bastard. I can't stand Jay-Z. And I know there are gonna be people like, man, why you hating on Jay? Why you hating on you just jealous? No. Jay got a history of doing dirty things to people. But he's been protected by a certain group of people in the media. And the thing is, you can't tell me in the 90s, in the early 2000s, a lot of these brothers wasn't at party with all these white dudes and these Asians and these Arabs and these music parties and shit. Now, if he didn't do anything, man, it sucks to be him. But as a part of me saying, yeah, I want y'all to give him the same treatment y'all gave every other black star. I'm telling you right now, ask yourself, why did everybody go silent when Diddy got arrested or when they raided him? Everybody, and you had some people out here saying, why Jay-Z so silent? Because a lot of people knew that Jay was around them. You cannot erase them clips of Diddy and Jay and all these other dudes around. See, everybody threw R. Kelly under the bus. Because they knew R. Kelly wasn't well educated. They said, we throw him under the bus. We didn't make jokes. But remember how dirty he did Chris Brown. Chris Brown was 19 years old. This dude was well into his 30s. I want you to think about that for a second. When it was rumored about Aaliyah, and these people was all around Aaliyah, everybody dismissed it, and they just was laser focused on R. Kelly. I'm telling y'all, I got a strange feeling. If more people come out, he is done. So anybody just sitting there saying you just a hater, just y'all, let me remind y'all the shit that Jay ain't done. Remember that Occupy Wall Street when he came out? He talked about y'all got no all stop all that protesting or something. Got messing my something he said about his brand or something, or he was selling shirts or selling. He had to make money. Something he was doing. This dude don't do nothing unless he know he can make some profit off of it. Ask yourself why these white dudes all around him. Why the NFL owners all around him like they be doing? Because he didn't cut a lot of brothers' throats. And I can't get down with that shit. Why you think Obama always was talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce all the time? Ask yourself, why did Jay, who was just as vulgar as everybody else, he gets a pass? It's because this dude been willing to go out there and cut other brothers' throats and other sisters' throat more so. I mean, brothers more so than sisters. But the thing is, y'all forget the videos and stuff he was saying in his lyrics, dropping that racial slur, and then defending when Gwyneth Paltrow, you know, they said him Kanye and him did that song Blanks in Paradise, and when Gwyneth Paltrow said it and people criticized her, he came to her defense. See, a lot of y'all forget that shit. I don't forget. Because I kept saying, why is this dude so damn installated? I mean, they every now and then they might criticize him, but not the way they criticize other people. A woman said she was 13 years old, and your media barely talking about this, and Jay-Z is more relevant than I mean, this dude got connection to the NFL. I mean, come on. Even Diddy couldn't pull that shit off. But see, somewhere Diddy got dirt on somebody, or they got dirt on Diddy, so they said we gotta take him down. We gonna take Diddy down, put all your other Negroes in check. But when I heard about this, I'm like, I told you it was gonna come out. And how they take down a black man? Sex. If it's not a murder, it's a sex crime or alleged sex crime. Think about it. Every well-to-do black man, whether it be in politics, whether it be the clergy, business, especially entertainment. That's what they get you on. They get you on something that every human being at some point have a weakness for. But when you get money, you tend to get arrogant, you get cocky. So you can put out a statement and say you didn't do anything, and I'm gonna call foul on the media because y'all when Diddy say he didn't do it, like, well, we saw this tape of you beating your female, so that means you must have done it. Now that don't mean shit. That was just an incident that happened between him and his ex. And I'm not defending Diddy, but you got to question all of a sudden now these brothers, they start allowing these brothers that have been making music since I was in high school. Now all of a sudden they get up in age. They're like, oh, you're not gonna pass that wealth on to your kids. We're gonna put you in jail. We can take control of your masters where we can make money off you into perpetuity. And it be a joke. I mean, look at Michael Jackson. Look how they dogged that man and they got control of his legacy. I'm telling you right now, folks. I'm telling you right now. If you're a black man in America, y'all better stop thinking that America ain't changed that much. It didn't. But if you think that you can go around be arrogant and do the things other people do, you've been smoking some powerful shit. Like I said, I'm not a fan of Jay-Z. I just think that he's overrated in my personal opinion. And people I know like, oh man, you too old. No, the reason why, because when you sit back there and make money off of your people pain and suffering or exploit people, you ain't no real black person to me. You out here, you're opportunist. And when Jay-Z go and sit in these boardrooms and then you sit there and do Calvin Kaepernick under the bus, made a joke. You gotta move on for the protest. It's gotta be more than you. And you had black celebrities voting. I want to be at the Super Bowl. I want to perform. Why? Colin lost his career sticking up for. He was more down than Jay and him ever will be. Kanye got up there, whether you agree or not, defended his wife, called it MTV. Yeah, it was stupid how he did it. Cause, you know, whether I like Taylor Swift or not, he he was wrong. Whether he's having a moment of drunk, he was wrong. But what did Jay Z and Beyonce do? They threw him under the bus. Remember, he and Timberlake stood right next to Justin Timberlake. So before anybody starts saying, dude, you kind of hard on Jay, no. He has a history of using people, throwing people to the side. You may get in trouble. Ain't got nothing to do with me. And you have a nerve to make a song about O.J. Simpson. Get the fuck out of here with that. And for those of you who are non-black who come across this, y'all gonna have y'all opinions either way. Don't matter. But I'm more concerned about how we as black Americans view these brothers and sisters, or especially these brothers who go out here and think they separate. They think they separate from the rest of the community. And these brothers should know better. No matter how much money you have, you know what to them. But I told y'all, I said they gonna come after Jay-Z. No man, they love Jay-Z. I said they don't love no black man like that. Ask yourself, why was his wife out there campaigning for the vice president? But Jay, if you notice, Jay is very quiet when it comes down to these type of things. He's bought and paid for. But like I said, when he went out there, him and his wife making Cosby jokes and that shit was going on, everybody thought that was hilarious. I said, okay. When you went out there and did Chris Brown dirty, if Chris performed at the MTV Awards, I know the BET Awards, I'm not coming. What did they do? Chris Brown. If I said Chris Rock, I apologize. If Chris Brown didn't deserve that, the guy who been in the business gonna say, yo, Chris didn't be around and made a mistake. But let's not just keep slamming this poor brother. He went out there and joined Team Rihanna. Went out there and threw him on the bus. But this is the same dude that put in his music calling black women bitches and hoes. But now all of a sudden, because he become a father, all of a sudden, now I'm a father. I see the world different. And get the fuck out of here with that, man. But you had to ask yourself, why is Diddy getting slammed so hard? And the media sort of like, well, it's reported that Jay-Z was accused of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000. But remember, they linked him with Diddy. He should be getting the same fire that Diddy is getting, the same fire that R. Kelly got, the same fire any other black male celebrity who has gotten in the last, 20 years or so or longer. So now, if he didn't do it, he's innocent. You can prove he's innocent. Then good for him. But if it comes out, more people come out, I'm gonna do the same thing. Well, if so many people came out, it must be true. Even though we know people do a power on, but I'm telling you, he better hope Gloria already don't get involved in this, because I'm telling you, she love it when a rich black guy get accused of something. She all of a sudden people start crying at the woodwork on their ass. For those of y'all who dismiss me and tell all know what I was talking about, huh, I told you so. I told you so. I told you so.